At Buildlogic, we understand that subcontracts consist of many moving parts that often change throughout the duration of the contract itself. With this in mind, we have implemented a system that allows a user to easily apply and keep track of these changes, so that all parties involved are on the same page. We will go over a few of those features here, to give you a better idea of how subcontracts are managed in Buildlogic. First, the Order tab. This is similar to what you would see in a purchase order. Here you have the ability to select your supplier and add some detail describing the subcontract. This is also where you see your contract summary information and approve the contract. The Contract and Budget Details tabs are where you have flexibility on how you build the subcontractor's contract. Some users create their budget in a way that makes sense to their customer, but they may not want their subcontract laid out the same way. To help with this, we have allowed users to pull lines directly from the budget to add to a contract. From here there are two options. You can copy the budget detail directly into the contract to save data entry time, or you can manually create the subcontract payment schedule. When manually creating the schedule, you do have the ability to import a payment schedule using copy-paste from an Excel document. This saves time with data entry if you have a requested schedule layout. This gives a user flexibility with each contract to ensure everyone is provided with information that is relevant to them. Variations are a common occurrence with subcontracts and can be added through the Variation tab in the subcontract. A user has the ability to create a new variation and send a confirmation to their client if required. The Variation tab will store the existing variations until such time they are approved or rejected, allowing the user to keep track of all historical requests, whether they go ahead or not. When your contract is up and running, your subcontractors can submit their claims. They can submit these direct to the user, who can enter the claims manually into Buildlogic. Claims can also be added through the accounting system and be pulled direct from your accounting software into Buildlogic and applied to the contract. There is also a subcontract portal that will automatically email your subcontractor each month if they have outstanding claims to make. This allows the subcontractor to submit their claim details, along with insurance certificates, variations and any other relevant information direct to Buildlogic. Approval is then required before claims are processed. The subcontractor portal takes the burden of following up claims and payments off the user. Subcontracts, similar to head contracts, have the ability to automatically calculate and apply retention based on settings selected by the user. This saves the contract owner having to spend time working out the retention figures manually. When setting up Buildlogic with our consultants, they will cover a range of settings around contracts. To get things working the way the user prefers, one of the more important settings relate to certificate management. It can be difficult to ensure that all of your subcontractors have up-to-date insurance certificates. As such, we have added a setting that will allow a user to ensure certificates are up to date for subcontractors. When this setting is enabled, the system will check the subcontractor's insurance documents. If they are out of date, it will advise the user and prevent them from entering any further claims with that subcontractor until this is addressed. This is an optional setting, and we have a range of different settings that allow users further automated control over their contracts.